don't give me no time to set up, but that's okay. All right. All right, we are live for real. All right, hey y'all. I'm gonna wait for some of y'all to come on in here, and I know I am gonna say this. So, people have been asking me to go live again. I used to be on live every day during Instagram, but then I started getting like a lot of bots and things like that. So I stopped doing my lives, but I think I'm gonna start doing lives on YouTube. So let me know how y'all feel about it, if y'all feeling it, things of that nature, because I love sharing videos. It helps me not to be able to have to edit the content, okay? So your girl is back. I am Chef Joya. This is my channel, Say What Is Vegan. If I just so happen to pop up on your YouTube, make sure you hit that follow and subscribe so you can find some of the best vegan recipes there is. If you do not know me, I have 4 vegan cookbooks. The 5th one is on the way. I have a line of seasons that are the bomb. And I'm not just saying it because I made it, but I'm saying it because I made it. Like, they are truly the bomb. I love cooking soulful, comfort, African and Caribbean food. I love all of that good stuff, all right? So, I know y'all see it titled, The Best Tofu Scrambler Ever. And I know being vegan, like, people get tired of a scramble, okay? Everybody making a scrambler. Right, but they don't make it like mine, right? So I make it many different ways. Y'all remember, if you don't know, I grew up vegan. It's like from when I was 7 years old. So that was like, what, almost 33 years ago? And so we didn't even have a lot of these ingredients. And so it wouldn't taste the best. So it's like I've learned over the years how to master it and make it real good. All right, so I'm just gonna turn on this pan, and if you don't know, also I have my Brunching with Chef Joya. That cookbook has a tofu scrambler recipe in it. It's a more simpler one, but it's still better than most of the ones that you're gonna find on the internet, okay? All right, so I'm gonna start off by taking some olive oil, and you can use whatever you want. This is some olive oil, and look, y'all, okay, one more thing about me. See, that's why I don't need to be live, because y'all, if you ain't my friend, you gonna be my friend. I like to tell y'all everything. Look, y'all, it was on clearance. Y'all see that? $2. Look, wait, y'all see that? $2. You know I bought everyone that had olive oil. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Now, if you like, Chef, you just use a lot of oil. You use what you like to use. You want to use avocado oil, grapeseed oil. You can use whatever it is that you want, okay? So we're gonna add some of our oil to the pan. And then I'm gonna go ahead and also, what am I looking for? I like to personally saute my veggies first. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some onions. This is just some yellow onion. All right. And I don't measure, so you use that much, okay? And if you wanna use shallots or garlic, you can do that too, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stick with my yellow onion. Next, I'm gonna take some red bell pepper that I already chopped up. And I like a very hearty, vegetable-y tofu scrambler. It is one of those things that, even though we can put black salt and all that for our tofu scrambler to be like a good egg replacement, I mean, it comes close to eggs, but, you know, I just like to look at it more so like a vegetable breakfast mix, right? And then y'all know y'all got Mother's Day coming up, so this is like the perfect breakfast to make as well. All right, so we got that in here. Then I love spice, so I'm going to go ahead and take my jalapeno peppers, and I do leave in the seeds. So I'm leaving my seeds in there, and yes, I'm adding a whole pepper because baby, I like it spicy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add in my mushrooms. Now these are just some white button mushrooms that's already been, kind of pale. That's already been cleaned. If you want to use portobello or anything like that, you can use whatever it is that you like. And I am gonna break these up a little bit because the texture and the size does matter. Because a lot of times, and I've always said that you can have 2 recipes that are similar, but the way it's cut, just like tofu, fried tofu, like if it's the chunks are too big or too small, it can affect the taste. I don't know what's that about, but it does. All right. So I'm gonna break this down a little bit. I don't know if I turn my heat up a little bit. I'm a high cooker. You know, I don't burn up too much. I only burn up rice and bread. Can any of y'all out here cook rice and bread? Because I can't. Like, I'm glad that rice cooker became popular because that's the only reason why my rice be looking good now. Because other than that, it was always overcooked. It was just bad. All right, so I have this right here, and I know it's a delay. So if I see your answers pop up or your questions pop up, I'll come back to it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use my Just Magic seasoning. Now my Just Magic seasoning is my all-purpose seasoning. Okay. You said you never baked bread. Listen, I burn up all the breads, all of them. But I never burn up my cobblers, which is so funny to me. Maybe it's so much liquid. But I'm using my Just Magic seasoning. This is my all-purpose season. You can literally use this on everything. It's delicious. It used to be my favorite. Like now my favorite, I think, of my seasons is my Golden Chick, which is I'm going to use too. But we'll get into all that. But so like this, the Just Magic season, I'm putting on my veggies. Because anytime you're cooking, you want to make sure everything is seasoned, like from what they say, from the hooter to the tutor. You know, when people say they eat all parts of the animal, from the hooter to the tutor, you want your vegetables seasoned, like from the beginning to the end. It's like there's no reason, there's no exception to the rule, I believe, where your vegetables should not be seasoned. Like, if y'all can let me know what's an exception to the rule, if you can make it make sense, then I'll stop saying that. But I believe everything should be seasoned. Like even season your water if you can. Like everything should be seasoned. Hey, love. All right. So I'm gonna let these go for about another minute just to get some of the juices out of it, and then I'm gonna put it to the side. Now the tofu that I'm gonna be using for this, like anytime you're making your tofu scrambler, you want to use like either an extra firm tofu or a firm tofu. Silken is an absolutely no-no. Soft is, it's too, it ain't right. And then super firm is too hard. So if you can do like firm or extra firm, that'll be perfect. And I like to drain mine. I don't do the towel on mine because I like to the towel squeeze because I like to dry it out in the pan. Just gathering up the seasonings, all right? So I'm gonna take my little veggies right here, and look, I forgot to get a bowl, but I'm gonna use this pan. We're gonna act like it's a bowl, even though I got some flour on it. So, look, I got dishes in my house, y'all, but it ain't close to me. And I thought if I would be going off the camera too long, y'all might miss me and click off, so I had to come right back. All right. So I got most of my veggies out. The little residue ain't gonna hurt nobody. It's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my block of tofu that I've been having drained, and I'm just gonna sit this right here in the pan. All right. I was expecting that to go sizzle. Extra firm work best for me. Just made some Sunday. Yes. Like when people have this, I don't know what it is that, like, especially like at restaurants and stuff like that. When it's like anytime I've ordered tofu scramble out, it's always been terrible. And it's like, I don't know if people like in the restaurants, they just, I don't know, put some turmeric on it and call it a day. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm gonna make sure y'all ain't doing it like that. All right. And like I said, I have a simpler recipe in my cookbook if y'all want to go ahead and use that. But this one is simple too. This one is just a little bit extra because I was sitting here right before the video. I was going to do the one that was from my cookbook. But then I was like, ooh, this sounds good. And I think because I'm hungry. And you know when you're hungry, everything just be like, ooh. You ever had a moment you be like, ooh, that sounds good. That look good? Yeah. So this little thing right here, you can find this in my Amazon store. It's a 4-way chopper. It just breaks up all your food. Like I even like chopping my jackfruit with it. It's like if you have like anything that you need to grind, it does that as well. Alright, just gonna break that up. Or if you don't have it, use your hands. Alright, it's your food. Use your hands. Alright. So while that's drying out in the pan, because if y'all don't know, I'm a mama too, so I cook like a black mama too, so we want to waste all these dishes. So while this is drying out in the pan, I already turned this up to medium-high heat. Now, I'm moving this over to the pan because I still need this to cook. But one of my moments I said I typically do not do when I make a scramble is I'm about to add some of this Impossible sausage to it. Look, it was on sale too, $3.89. Girl, I love a good sale. So I'm going to add some of the spicy Impossible sausage to it. Do you have to do this? Absolutely not. Will it take your tofu scrambler up a notch? Yes. I was going to say something else, but I forgot we on this YouTube and I'm saving it, so I can't say those bad words. I need some sponsors. Because, baby. So, we're going to take this Impossible sausage, which I absolutely love. Now, there's another brand of sausage that you like. You can do that as well. If you want to make your own sausage, you can do that. I actually have a zucchini bean sausage recipe in my cookbook, Brunch with Chef Joya. I open up stuff like a little boy. It just don't make no sense. But I'm just going to squeeze some of this sausage. I'm not going to use the whole thing. I'm going to use like half of that. Now, even though it says spicy, it doesn't mean that it's seasoned. This is Impossible that I'm using. it doesn't mean seasoned, okay? So I see, like I said, I season everything. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is take my Red House seasoning. Now my Red House seasoning is meant for anything that's like beefy, porky, barbecue, anything that you want like a smoky flavor to, okay? I'm not gonna put that directly on my Impossible meat right here. And I'm gonna take my other spoon and kind of mix this. Now I didn't add any more oil to this because typically the Impossible sausage have a good amount of oil in it. I don't know if the camera lets you see that right here, but it's making its own oil. So I didn't want to have it too oily, okay? Now it may look like I'm abandoning my tofu, but I'm not. Because right now it is looking kind of bald head and just sitting here stretched out. Like it's just fending for itself. But like I said, I'm drying out some more of that liquid. So I'm just going to give this a nice little turn. I'm going to try not to mix it with the Impossible. Now if you like, Chef, I ain't that skilled, I need to do this one at a time. You can do it one at a time. You can do your sausage first, take it out, and then do your tofu next, okay? And the only reason I recommend doing it in that order, if you can't do it at the same time, is because the tofu takes a little bit more when it comes to drying it out, all right? So as that's cooking right there, I'm also going to go ahead and start seasoning my tofu. So I'm going to take some vegan Worcestershire sauce or some steak seasoning. You can use Moore's, you can use Dale's, you can use whatever brand you like. Now, Worcestershire sauce, if you did not know, has anchovies in it. But there are a lot of times the store brand, they don't have the anchovies in it, so it's already vegan. So you don't have to look for one that says vegan. Save yourself some coins, read the label, and you can use it, okay? So I'm going to take a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and this is key to all the scramblers, right? Because this Worcestershire sauce helps the flavor sticks. It helps the seasoning sticks to this bald head tofu. We all know tofu don't taste like nothing. It ain't got no flavor. It'll be on the struggle bus for real. So put that Worcestershire sauce on there to help it stick. So it helps your flavor stick, all right? And it just like soaks it all in. Trust me, if you don't do that with all your meat substitutes, even when you're making like your mushrooms, anything that you're doing, just a 10, you want to have like some sort of Worcestershire sauce, something that's going to make it stick to it. All right. Next, I'm going to go ahead. Look, I'm just using all my seasons, y'all. You know, shameless plug, chefjoyousnest.com. Okay. We're going to add the golden chick to this. And yes, that was a little heavy, but it needs all the flavor. All right, here. Listen, I'm trying to make sure. This supposed to be a cooking show. I ain't trying to give y'all no X-rated show on here. I'm like, they vegan though. All right. So I'm getting this mixed all around. I don't want to miss any parts. We don't want any empty spaces that have flavor and some that don't. And the only reason I'm switching my spoons because I'm on the camera right here. So I know sometimes some people like, oh, it's you're gonna get the flavor. I don't know what y'all was saying. You could just be making up weird stuff to say. Like the color is gonna get on there. It don't matter. All right. So we got our scrimp. We got our vegan meat almost done. Now the funny thing about it is, it's like yes, it is vegan, right? But like I don't know if you ever had Impossible sausage not done. It's not good. All right. So it does, this is one of the sausages that start off pink, that does turn brown during cooking because some brands don't change color, right? So you really don't know when it's done. But also, with Impossible meat, you have to be careful because you can dry this bad baby out, all right? It'll taste like you're eating walnuts, all right? So you don't want to dry it out. You still want it to still have some of its flavor. You want it to still have some of the fat, whatever oil that they put in it. You still want to keep some of that, all right? So I'm going to give this a quick little taste, and I'm actually going to remove my sausage out of the pan for just a moment so I can finish drying out my tofu and cooking it, all right? I'm not doing me down too much. Okay, give me one quick second. Get my spoon, give it a little taste. Ooh, that's juicy. Hold on. I'm gonna let it go like one more minute. That's a little too juicy. They need to dry out too. Ooh, I ain't like that, y'all. All right. Maybe some of this tofu juice done ran us over. It came in here. All right. Give me another spoon. I'm gonna try this tofu to see what it is texturally wise, because this is impossible being juicy like this. These might cook at the same time. Okay. Grab me another little spoon here to see what my tofu is doing. Now the other cool thing too about my seasonings, and I'm telling y'all this because usually when I'm making a scramble, you have to add your salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, your Italian seasonings, your different like thyme, oregano, all that's in there, right? So even when I'm seasoning like anything beef or porky, it already has the chili powder, the brown sugar, the smoked paprika. It has all that good stuff in it. So that's why it's like a shake, 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 and I'm done. And you ain't gotta add everything. You ain't gotta think about it. That's why I came up with the seasonings, because I was adding like 20 different things to my recipes, and people were like, "Oh my God, I can't keep up, chef." Oh. That's fine. Ooh. I actually like that. Y'all, okay, scratch what I said earlier. Cook your tofu and impossible sausages together. I don't know if the formula is different, or maybe because it was on sale, it's a little extra juicy. I don't know what it is, but it's actually working out together, okay? Because these about done at the same time, and I like it like that, okay? All right, so I'm gonna just mix this around. Like I said, we're gonna ignore what I said not to do. Let's go ahead and just mix this around real quick. And then we're gonna add back in our veggies, all right? So we're gonna add in, these are just our onions, our bell pepper, jalapeno pepper, and mushroom. Just a nice little mix. And you might say, Chef, it ain't yellow. Okay, so this is what I was debating about, right? I don't ever mind that my tofu scrambler is not yellow. But for the sake of people, I don't like the flavor of turmeric. Yes, I said I don't like turmeric, right? So typically I'll use like a curry powder, because curry powder, yes, it has turmeric in it, but it has other ingredients with it. It just tastes better to me. I was gonna try this Sauteing. Now this Sauteing does not have any MSG in it. I just gotta be careful because it's already got the sodium in there. We put the different seasonings in there. We got the Worcestershire in there. I don't want to end up with a salt bath, right? So I'm just gonna I'm gonna do really light with this one, really light, because also with Sauteing you can turn your food orange if you're not careful. So I'm gonna give that a nice little mix around. Just going in for the color. And we all know Sauteing got flavor too. Got lots of flavor. All right. Then next we're gonna go ahead and add some more veggies in. Now I add these veggies in last because they get real funny acting towards the end of your recipe. So towards your recipe, so if you cook them too long, so like I like to add spinach. So let me get the spinach open real quick. Oh, you're such an amazing assistant over here. Just sitting there looking at me, looking. Can you open this for me? Can you help me out? Now, thank you. All right, and then give me some butter. And not the don't grab the wrong butter. I don't need no elevated butter. All right, we're gonna go ahead and add in some spinach. Now we all know spinach is going to cook down to almost nothing. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, spinach just disappears, right? So we're gonna add some of our spinach into it. Now, if there's any vegetable that I use what I'm talking about. If there's any vegetable that I use that you do not like, go ahead and take it out. Everything is customizable to you. I know a lot of times y'all see recipes on here, you think you gotta do exactly what they did. No, you just wanna make sure it's tailored to you and it's amazing. You said you'll go to the Dollar Tree right now? No, you can find tofu at the Dollar Tree. You absolutely can. And we can make it. Now, you can use the frozen spinach. You can use like the frozen vegetables that they have at the Dollar Tree. But you can make this recipe using the Dollar Tree ingredients. You absolutely can. All right. Alrighty, so I'm getting my spinach in here. Then I'm also going to take my little knife that I had to chop my veggies. And I'm gonna add a knob of butter. What's this, about a tablespoon of butter? About a tablespoon of butter. So I'm just gonna add this to this real quick. Get my butter mixed all up in there. And then next I'm gonna go ahead and add in my tomatoes, all right? Now I like to add in my tomatoes last because tomatoes adds more water, right? So you don't wanna have them too much of a long cook, probably no more than 5 minutes. Now this one of the last things I'm getting ready to do is something that my mom started doing, and when she first did it, I was like, Mom, you're so unnecessary. I was like, you just creating extra steps, and she was like, no, Joy, you just gotta try it, you gotta try it. And I'm like, no, that's too much. And then when I tried it, I was like, ooh, I like this. So my mom loves to add just egg to the tofu scrambler. And you're thinking like, okay, chef, you could have just did this and just add it. You can just add this to your just egg. I sure could, but I didn't, right? That's why we're gonna call it the ultimate. So I'm gonna take my just egg and I'm gonna pour it all on top. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Every time I open up a bottle of just egg for the past like 6 months, I be nervous because they be thick and curdled sometimes. I am missing some of y'all questions and I do apologize. But I got my just egg on here, and then I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? Let's add some vegan cheese because we said ultimate, right? Let's add some vegan cheese. Add a milk. Get this big old bag. All right, I'm just putting it here because I have this giant bag. Look, yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some of this Vitalite to it. Now, Vitalite, I actually love Vitalite as a cheese, but sometimes it be struggling to melt if it's not under high heat. I've been thinking vegan cheese the entire time. Gotta throw some. Listen, I said ultimate, right? I ain't gonna say ultimate and don't do the most unnecessary things to it. That's necessary, right? So we got our tofu scrambler, we got our just egg, we got impossible sausage in it, and we got cheese. Like, come on now. I ain't playing no games. I just gotta find the right top. You know, I'm about to act like it's the top if it ain't. It's the right top. It is today. All right, so I'm gonna let this cook down for probably about 2 minutes, and that's why I put that knob of butter on it too, so it don't burn. And if it do get like a little toot of a toasting of the color on the bottom, it's fine. It's just gonna add texture to it. So yeah, that's that. And then it should be delicious. Should be good to go and ready to serve. Now this whole same thing you can do. You can turn this into a quiche if you're like, hey, I want to make this a quiche. If you want to make it a frittata, you could just do different things. Y'all putting me on to the dollar store. Oh, see, I can't even see all the comments. Let me see if there's some comments that I missed, so that way I can answer any of y'all questions or anything that you said within these next 2-3 minutes while this is cooking. So let me come over here. Let me jump in this box with you. Oh, okay. Is it in here? Oh, so you say you're thinking Violife at the same time. Okay, let me ask y'all this question. I used to swear by Violife. Like, that was my jig. That was my thing. And then it started getting funny. Like, a lot of times, a lot of items get, like Beyond Meat was really great at one point. Then they changed the formula. So that tastes different. Like, Violife tastes different to me now. I'm not sure what's that about. But have any of y'all experienced that? Like, with Violife? Or is it still y'all favorite? Because I know that was like the top fave of cheeses. So I'm curious to know. All right. And let me see here. You said a breakfast hoagie. Oh, I've never even thought about making a breakfast hoagie. What would you want on it? You said, honestly, just egg is too expensive to eat on its own. Facts. This is a good way to stretch the recipe too. So you're making this, you know, because this bottle will probably feed about like 4 with all this in it. But throw that $1.99 tofu, you can feed 8. Boom. You know what? That's how you do it. The most affordable way. Like, because it's expensive when you think about it, but it's not. But it feeds more people for less. You own something. You own something. All right. Let me see what else we got in here. Lord, y'all, I'm trying not to have no slip outs. Oh, yeah, it's not. Did y'all see that Dollar Tree? Wait, did y'all see they gave Beyond at the dollar store? What? I ain't never seen no Beyond Meat at the Dollar Tree. Stop playing. Okay. Yep. Okay, no, y'all had no questions. Y'all was just conversating in here. Okay, I like it. The only cheese that changed to me was Daya. Used to love. You know what? Daya actually got better. Daya did change, but Day. I'm sorry, it did change. But it actually got better to me once they added that like chickpea. I think they added like some chickpea something to it. It actually got so much better because like it crisps up in the oven. Like if you want like the best mac and cheese ever, like okay, since y'all on this live, boo boo, when you watch the end of this video, you about to get this knowledge. So whether you use Follow Your Heart or Violife for the top of your mac and cheese, sprinkle some of the Daya, if you can find the mozzarella shreds or the Mexican, they call it the Mexican table shreds. Sprinkle some of that on top of it. And then when you do your mac and cheese, cover it with foil. You cook it on that 425 for like 45 minutes and take it out for the 15 minutes. It crisps up so beautifully. It is so good. Like, and then it got like that little funkiness to it. So like a lot of times like mac and cheese, y'all be missing that sharpness, right? So you got to add that sharpness back to it so it give you like that little funk of sharpness. Yeah. So I'm telling you, use it for your mac and cheese. You said chow. Chow is really good. Like, so chow is good for like the base of your mac and cheese. To top your mac and cheese in it, I used to do that when I first started like making my mac and cheese. But it's that Daya, it's that Daya and that Follow Your Heart, or Daya and that Violife combination, which is gonna rock it all out. Let me see. Oh, you so pretty. Oh, y'all wanna see? See, I gotta give me a camera dude, a camera girl or something. Like, come closer, come closer. You ain't gonna help me out? Just like, look, I'm gonna show y'all. Let me answer this question. You love chow and burgers? Yeah. Daya is still in my arsenal, but it got moved to the bottom of the oh. Yeah. I've had experience with Violife. I feel like it's changed. Yep. All right. Yeah, we get ready to take this out. Well, if y'all haven't tried Vitalite, Vitalite is the thing. All right, ready to see. It looks so good. Wait, this needs to be my thumbnail. Like, I don't even want to dig in this. Why you looking at me and shit like that? She looking at me like a hater. Did something happen? You were supposed to just be on, make sure nothing came out. All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Y'all bet y'all scrambling don't be looking like that. It don't be looking like that. Ooh. Wow, look. Can y'all see that? Wait, can y'all see that? Oh, this needs to be a thumbnail. Ooh. 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 Dang. I don't even want to cut into this. I gotta take a thumbnail, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm about to, what's my black pepper? I need to put some black pepper on it, and I'm gonna taste it for y'all. I'm gonna bite, look, baby. Oh, like this kind of made me wish I would have put this on a cast iron skillet and put it on the broiler, and even, girl, look at that. So can y'all see that cheese bubbling in the milk? I need y'all to just like come on. All right, let me get my black pepper. Oh, that's black salt. Look, I was supposed to use the black salt to make it taste more eggy. I ain't even know how to use it. It's fine. All right, let's if you want to, you can sprinkle it with some parsley. Doesn't need it. I'm just excited. Can y'all tell I'm excited? Can you tell I'm excited? Hold on. Let me try it out. I bet you this thing, I don't even want to mess this up, y'all, because I need a thumbnail. Oh my gosh. Oh, what? No, you staring too hard. You looking way too hard. Hey, I've been needing help with sister the camera. She been sitting the whole time that she gonna get up when this is done. Like, okay. I'm trying to dig around. Oh, I don't want to. Y'all look. Oh, y'all. Oh, y'all. Look how they look. You see how that's all together? Wait, hold on. I don't want to burn my hand. Oh, tomato juice dripping. Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all. You know, I'm going to take one from the tea. Ow. Y'all see that? Like, you see how that cheese and that egg is folded over there with the tofu scrambler? And then behind, if I drop it, it's okay? Look, let me get close, because y'all got to see this goodness. Like, I don't think the video is capturing everything that it needs to capture. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like, baby. Cheese, the egg, the... Oh my God. I was even going to put avocado on it. I don't even want to put no avocado on here. I don't put no avocado. Let me just use my little seasoning bowl. Let's taste this. Oh my God. Looks so good. Mm-hmm. I say this every time. I feel like y'all are so blessed to have me in this vegan world. Baby, what would y'all do? Oh my God. Y'all, you have to make this at home, okay? I promise you. If you're cooking somebody brunch, Mother's Day, any day, and you just want to have the most amazing scrambler that you've ever had. If somebody said, I don't eat no tofu scramble, I bet you they will today. Listen, make it just how I made it. Rewatch this video. Share with a friend. Somebody ever gave you some bad tofu scramble, say, this is the video you need to see right here. Chef Joya got you. Make sure y'all try this out. Let me know what you think about this recipe when you do. And let me know other recipes you want me to cook. Don't be scared to comment on my videos, y'all, because listen, I be trying to make sure I give y'all exactly what it is that y'all want. If it's something that you want to learn how to make, let me know so I can do that for you. I am Chef Joya. I'm about to take my thumbnail picture and get into this. I ain't even want no breakfast today, but this is dinner. I was supposed to make dinner. Dinner for what? I got this. All right, I will see y'all later. That is my time. Wait, that's my time. Like, I ain't live. Thank you for watching Say What Is Vegan. I'm Chef Joya. Ciao. Oh, this is so good. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee.